Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Let's just come to Arshdeep, him being the player of the series. It's so interesting because he's played so few games, but he looks like such a, I don't know, when you're watching him bowl, when you're watching him in his follow-through, when you're just watching him do his business, Parthiv, he just seems like he's been playing at this level for years.
Yeah, it looks completely in control. I know we are looking at the numbers here. See, Yorker will always be Yorker, whether you're bowling against a West Indies side or an Australian side. So basically, the execution which he's been doing, and again the clarity of thoughts, what he wants to bowl before he starts bowling, and the adaptability, which is another thing. As soon as the wicket's slow, he starts bowling those slower ones. Especially we saw when he got Mayers out in that first inning, where he got hit for a couple of balls and he suddenly bowled that quick bouncer. So he knows what he wants to do, and then execution is the most important thing for a bowler or for a batsman. If you're clear in your mind, then more often than not you will do what you want to do, and that's exactly what is happening with Arshdeep Singh.
I'm very happy for him.
Yeah.
And it just tells you there's a message for everybody that if you haven't made it by the time you're 18, 19, it doesn't mean you won't make it.
Yeah.
And we've said this so many times. He was the fourth seamer in an under-19 World Cup side.
Yeah.
And he's now got the best chance of being in the national team. The other three were Mavi Nagarkoti and Ishan Porel.
Yeah.
And Arshdeep hardly got a game in that under-19 World Cup. But you can still come back. And he's come back through performances not in a great franchise, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe he got a lead role, so he improved not being in a franchise that was very richly endowed. He was playing for Punjab Kings.
Yeah.
But he seems to want to grow. And he talked about different situations. Arshdeep bowled at the death. Arshdeep bowled in the power play. Then one game he came back and bowled in the 12th over. He was swinging the ball away, he was bowling Yorkers, he was tailing it in. Now, I think,
Yeah, so he meant a 3D bowler he has become.
Hey, naughty.
all Raidu.
Naughty.
Three-dimensional bowler. Three-phase
Yeah.
bowler.
All we need to see now is how he holds his own in a high-pressure tournament.
True.
And because I think he's picked himself.
Yeah, he seems like a guy who is kind of unnerved by the situation, or by the grandness of the situation or the stage or where the game is. And that's what you need. You need somebody who is unfazed by that. Those are the people who handle pressure best.
Yeah, absolutely. I think. See, honestly speaking, the couple of things which might have helped him in grooming is, when IPL started, when he probably started IPL, they were not playing in front of the crowd, so pressure was slightly less. So he might have learned. He still played IPL, but in a slightly lesser pressure games where when you're playing in front of full crowd, then there's a lot of pressure of executing things. But when he started, there was no crowd, so that probably might have helped.